What is happening, everybody, on YouTube? Steve again with Rake and Profit, coming back to you with another live Google Hangout. And in today's video, we're going to be covering 8 blazers and sport coats that sold on eBay. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's so important for you folks that are looking to get into selling clothes, or if you already are selling clothes, it's so important to know what's out there, to get familiar with the price points, with the different styles, with the items, with the brands. So when you go out sourcing for inventory, you can actually find this stuff and make some money when you're selling it. So with that being said, let's get into today's live hangout video. And just so you guys know, before we get into it, you can leave some comments in the YouTube section, and you can ask some questions. You can make some comments. If you want me to shout you out, feel free to plug your channel in there or whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited to talk about what is happening, everybody, on YouTube. Whoa, sorry about that. So yeah, feel free to leave some comments in the YouTube section, and I'll definitely check it periodically through this live hangout. So with that being said, let's get into the first item that sold on eBay. First item that sold is a brand called Bogi. I'm not sure if that's the exact way to pronounce it, but still an excellent brand. This sold for $59.99. Slim in style, gray color, beautiful wool, size 46 regular. Looks like it's regular / long, so maybe it's a little in between when it comes to the length, but a very nice item right there. The brand is Bogi, and this sold for $59.99. And it also included $9.99 to ship. Let me see if I can show you the tag right here. And I've only found this brand one time, and it was a while ago. I believe it was a dress shirt. Never found this, you know, as a blazer or a sport coat or a suit or anything like that. But definitely an awesome brand. As you can see, it's got a beautiful design inside. It's got the double dual vent, which is an excellent selling point. Usually indicates that it's a very high-end jacket. And the seller actually even put the pictures sideways by accident. It still sold for $59.99. It was an auction. They got that one bid plus shipping, so definitely an awesome item right there. Let's check out the description. Looks like they got the 5 measurements, so that's good. Yeah, just an excellent item. The brand was Bogi. Next item that sold is a brand I'm sure you're all familiar with, and a brand that could definitely bring you in some good money when dealing with blazers, sport coats, and suits. The brand is Hugo Boss, and I've sold quite a few of the Hugo Boss jackets. I actually just sold one the other day. I think I sold it for $40, so definitely a pretty nice price point. And that's one of the main reasons why I love selling these types of items, the blazers, sports coats, suits, the jackets, the trench coats, the bigger types of items, because they can really bring you in some nice coin. And the more and more that you sell clothes, the more you're going to want to raise your bottom line and start selling things for $30, $40, $50 plus, because that's really where the money is. And, you know, once you get more experience, you're going to realize that there's an abundance of items out there, and you only have so much time in a day, so you really have to pick and choose to see what's worth your time. And these higher-end items could definitely bring you in some good money. This sold for $59.99. Again, it was an auction format. Looks like they only got one bid, but still, excellent item right there. If you paid $5 or $6, a lot of good profit, plus shipping of $12.99. So, definitely, like I said, an awesome profit margin right there. Looks like this is a 3-button wool cashmere. Looks like it's got a blend of a few different materials. 44 regular. Take a look at some of the pictures. Nice design to it as well. Very clean looking. And again, Hugo Boss, $59.99. I'm going to go into the comment section real quick and shout some people out, see what's going on. If you guys like this video, definitely show some support and hit that like button. Makes me feel good. Also lets me know that you enjoy these videos. Say hello in the comment section. Let me know how your day's been going. Let me know how sales have been. I know a lot of people have been saying that their sales haven't been that terrific this month so far, and that could be due to you know, that issue with the PayPal and eBay with the hackers and stuff. Also, this is a slow time of the year from what I hear from more seasoned veterans, so that could be it as well. But my month is going pretty well so far. I've been working on getting the office up, so I haven't been listing as much as I've wanted to, but definitely looking to hit it a lot harder. I've been averaging over the last few months around $5,000 to $6,000 a month, just with eBay. Maybe 4 to 6, depending on the month. And I really haven't been putting in much work at all because I was working on the book. Now I'm working on the office and stuff. And I'm probably due to hit something similar this month, but I really want to step my game up and get up to the 7, 8, 9,000, 10,000 a month numbers. That's really what my goal is. But I'll tell you right now, it takes doing a lot of listings. You got to go out picking a lot. You got to list a lot of items. You really got to put in your work. You're not going to hit 7, 8, 9 grand a month doing 15 or 20 hours a week, unless you have worked for years and years and got a huge inventory. But yeah, things are going pretty well for me. Again, usually, the results that I get are an indication of how hard or how much work I put in, how many times I've listed. So if you're having a slow month, you might want to take a look at, the effort that you're putting in. If you're putting a lot of effort in, you're not getting the results you desire, start looking at different factors like your pictures, your keywords, maybe the items that you're choosing. Maybe you have to switch things up a little bit. Maybe you have to diversify a little bit and, not only sell clothing, but sell electronics and sell games. I mean, it's really up to you. But let me get into the comments real quick and see what's going on. Looks like we got Bear8552 in the house. What is happening, Bear? Says, what up, Steve? What is going on, Bear? We got Chris Cerrone in the house. Hey, Steve, got the pics of my Blazers and suit coats. Just now taking a break before measuring them per your program. Yeah, so it looks like Chris purchased my program. That's Blazing Profits, which is a program that teaches people to make money with Blazer sports coats and suits. And it looks like Chris is, going through that program. And, in that program, there's all the measurements. It's how to ship, everything you need to know. Most of the stuff you need to know when dealing with these types of items. So, yeah, Chris, good job. Definitely reference that chapter on taking measurements. Measurements are huge, not only in clothing in general, but especially with the Blazer sports coats and suits. In any type of dressy item, because people are a little picky, and sometimes it's a little harder to fit those types of items versus just like a polo shirt. So it's really important to be as specific as possible in terms of measurements when you're selling those types of items. But glad to have you in the house, Chris, and just happy to have you here. Dazzlin' Frank's listing some shirts while listening to you. Keep up the awesome work. The Bralts on eBay. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm glad to be your background noise, and hopefully things are going well for you. Keep on listing. Like I said before, it's so key to be listing not only on a daily basis, but to be listing a volume that is good for you and brings the results for you. I feel like the more I list, the more I make, and it's just a strong correlation between listing a lot and making a lot of money. So yeah, glad to have everybody in the house. Let's see if there's any more comments. Do one last check, and then I'll get back into the items that have sold. David Susero. Hey, Steve, I know you have mentioned Stafford is kind of hit or miss based on type. I passed on a wool with elbow patches today and think I am regretting it. I'm going to say that if you found a wool item with patches, it was probably a tweed jacket, grayish in color. It probably had some leather buttons on it, if I'm correct. And yeah, that stuff does well. The elbow patches are definitely one of those selling points that could really help to sell an item. And most of the times when you're dealing with like sports jackets, if you find leather elbow patches, a lot of times the material is going to be a tweed material, which is like really good for outdoors and hunting and stuff like that. And there's probably going to be some leather buttons. It's those brown buttons. They're thicker than the normal ones, and those definitely sell well. I just picked up a Stafford tweed sport coat yesterday, I believe, at Savers. Paid $2.99, and that wasn't even with the 30% off. Sometimes they price things really cheap, and those do well. I mean, you could bring in 30, 20, 30, 40, 50 plus. Mine didn't have the elbow patches, but yeah, don't worry about it, man. There's so many of these items out there, Blazer sports coat suits. I mean, there's so many, and a lot of people don't even buy these types of items. They're intimidated. They don't know how to measure. They don't know how to ship. They don't know where to find the brands. They don't know what the lining is. They just don't know much about these types of items. They don't understand what vents are. They don't know why there's so many pockets, and I'm kind of being a little ridiculous, but this is true. A lot of people don't know the first thing when it comes to these types of items, which means there's not a lot of people that are messing with these items, so a lot of these thrift stores are jam-packed with them. I always notice that a lot of these items are just sitting, and they don't really seem to move. Of course, everywhere in the country there's going to be people like me and you who know about these items and are picking them up, but there's so many thrift stores out there, at least where I live. I don't know where you live, but I've got 10, 15, 20 that I could probably hit within my state, an hour away. So, even if you live in Connecticut and you're saying, oh, Rake and Profit's going to get all the deals, not even close, because I usually stay within my 5-mile radius because I could find everything I need within 2 or 3 thrift stores. And that's the way it seems to be for a lot of people, just because there's so much inventory out there. Looks like we got 15 people watching right now. Glad to have you folks in the house. Bear8552, Steve, check out Oxford Clothes brand for sport coats and suits. Yeah, absolutely. I know about that brand. I just picked an Oxford Clothes sport jacket up the other day. It was like a 52 regular. It was huge. It's definitely going to bring in some good money. But I'll get back in the comments in a few minutes. Let's keep moving on and take a look at some more items that sold. Make sure that this screen share is working properly. All right. The next item that sold is a brand that a lot of people would probably pass up. And when it comes to just like polo shirts or button front shirts or even some like lighter jackets, when it comes to this brand, I usually pass it. But then again, this is another example that all because, you think a brand doesn't do well, it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't do well with everything. I mean, there's a lot of brands out there. Let me rephrase that. There's a lot of items out there that can make you money regardless of the brand. I always say concentrate on brand. Brand is important, but it doesn't mean everything. Sometimes you got to look past the brand and take a look at the color, the design, the size, if it's unique, if it's rare, the season. There's so many different factors, and the point I'm trying to make is in front of you is an Eddie Bauer. It looks like it is a sport jacket. It could be considered a blazer, but I don't think it has metal buttons, and it doesn't have the traditional blue or black color, which is usually an indication of a blazer. So whatever you want to call it, blazer or sport coat, take a look at this. Eddie Bauer, a lot of people will pass this up, but look at the title, 50 long. This is a big item right here. The green is definitely a nice color. It's a 2-button style, which is, popular nowadays. A lot of people wear the 2-button style, and it brought in $65. I mean, this is just a great example of an item that is probably sitting at your thrift store right now just waiting for someone to buy and make a profit. And, I guarantee that this item probably sat for maybe a few months, maybe even 4 or 5 or 6 months. But then again, pay $2, $3, $4, or $5 for this item and sell it for $65 4 or 5 months down the road plus shipping. That's definitely an excellent return on your investment. And like I always say, I've been a lot lately. Good luck putting $5 or $10 in the bank and getting $65 out 4 or 5 months down the road. It's not going to happen, and that's why I love clothes. There's a lot of opportunity. You're not going to get rich. You're not going to become a millionaire. At least I haven't figured out how to do it. But it's just a good way to make an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. Or in my case, like I said, I've been doing $4,000 to $6,000 a month with clothing, not really trying that hard the last few months, just because I've been working on Kindle, I've been working on Craigslist, on my book, on videos, and I really haven't been going as hard as I should be. And I tell you right now, I will be going a lot harder. I mark my words right here. I'm going to be hitting it a lot harder, especially now that I've got the office space all set up and a little more overhead. But clothing is just a great way to make money, and especially the blazer, sports coats, and suits, the jackets, the trench coats, the bigger items, they bring in a really nice profit, in comparison to the polo shirts and the button fronts and the shorts, which could still make some good money. But after my babbling, when all said and done, Eddie Bauer, 50 long, green, 2-button style, 65 buckaroos. Next item that sold is an excellent brand to buy and sell. In terms of anything with clothing, even belts, I just picked up a beautiful Orvis belt, but in front of you is a Orvis blazer. Really nice navy blue color, 2-button style, gold buttons, 3-pocket. Let's see. There's the tag right there. Keep your eye out for Orvis. Love this brand. I've been selling a few of these Orvis blazers recently, and they always seem to sell pretty quick. This sold for $49.99, and that included $11.25 on top of it. Let's see. Marked a size 44 regular, and let's see what the actual measurements were. 25. So this fits kind of like a 44 or a 46. And if you guys are wondering how to measure these items if they don't have tags, because you're going to find out real quick if you are buying these items, a lot of them won't have tags. Check out Blazing Profits. It's my latest program, and it's got all the information you're going to need to to have to be able to get started selling it, but it's very easy to be able to size these items if you don't have the tag, and in the book it definitely tells you. I'm not going to spoil any of the surprises right here live, but just know that. But this sold again $49.99 plus $11.25. Next item that sold is a brand that I'm probably going to pronounce wrong, but I'll give it a shot anyway. Asaya. Wow, I am ridiculous. Napoli. Just take a look at the title. That's what it reads. 100% cashmere, which is it is amazing. 44 regular, jet black, and take a look at the winning bid. One bid for $379. I mean, talk about that. That's a car payment on a 2012 or 2013 brand new car right there. But just an awesome item. There's the name right here. I'm not going to say it again because I guarantee I'm pronouncing it wrong. But this was sold by a seller called Nice Suit, 283 feedback, and they still were able to pull in $379 for this item. 100% cashmere, beautiful selling point, high end. People love cashmere. Go to a retail store and see how much cashmere goes for. I mean, just take a look at a cashmere sweater. I mean, 100, 150 for the low end stuff, $200, $300 for the higher end stuff. For something like this, for a cashmere sport jacket, I mean, probably upwards to $1,000 or more. And if this sold for $379, I can guarantee it probably sold for maybe $2,000 or more in the store. But just an awesome item right there. Show you some pictures. See if we could find the tag. Here we go. And I've actually sold this brand before. Never found it in terms of like a blazer or a sport coat or a suit. I wish. Hopefully, maybe one day I will. But I actually found this brand. I think I found it twice in button front shirts, and I think I sold them for like 70 or 80 bucks, somewhere around there. But just an awesome brand. I believe it's an Italian brand. Let's see if there's anything in the description. Not sure, but definitely an awesome brand right there. Next item that sold is a brand called Henry Poole Salvo Row Bespoke, which means it's custom made. Looks like it is a 48 or 50 size. Let's see, that's probably the European size. Yep. So it's a 50 in European and a 40 in US sizing. Take a look at some of the pictures. Definitely a high-end brand that can make you some really good money. And I'll tell you right now, I like the backdrop that or the muslin paper that they're using on the backdrop. Look how nice and clean that looks. It's like a little grayish color. I'm not sure what that's called, but I'm actually like you guys. If you guys have watched my latest video, you know that I'm moving out of my storage locker and I'm actually moving into a office space. It's about 450 square feet, very small. And then there's also an extra 300 square feet down the hall where I'm going to have all my clothing inventory. But in the office space, I'm going to be putting my backdrop, my mannequin, doing all my photography in there. And the point I'm trying to make is I'm actually going to be getting rid of the cloth that I use on the backdrop and trying to get something more professional. And this just really stood out. It looks really nice. But yeah, Henry Poole is the item that sold. Very nice. Looks like it's got the functional sleeves, which is an indicator that it's somewhat high end. Take a look at the listing. Yeah, keep your eye out for Henry Poole. Could definitely bring you some money. It looks like it's 100%, not 100%, fully lined. That's what I was trying to say. Looks like it's a London brand. Very nice. Very, very nice. Keep your eye out for that. I'm going to go into the comments real quick and see what's happening over there. Feel free to ask a question if you have any. Looks like we got 17 people in the house. Very glad to have some folks tuning in to, give themselves some additional education to learn more about these types of items, because there really is a great opportunity right now at the thrift stores when dealing with these types of items. There really is, and you can make some really good money. But that's besides the point. Picking Las Vegas. What's happening, Alex? Golden Finger Picker. What is going on, my friend? Was just watching your what's it called? The Picker's Church last night before I was falling asleep. I was watching that as I drifted off, and I really enjoyed that. There was a lot of good guys in there. So for everyone who's watching, definitely check out Golden Finger Picker's YouTube channel. He runs a show with a few other guys, including Hearts Motor Company, Justin Starcher. A few more guys on his channel. It's called the Picker's Church. It's a live hangout. I think it's once a week. So definitely check that out. Some really good information. And yeah, I learned some good information last night. It was a good time. David Caruso had to peace out. Glad I could make even part of a live hangout for once. Yeah, thanks, David, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Michael Mink, what is happening, Mike? What's up, Steve? Leia and I watch your vids. Looking forward to see you grow. Super stoked for you, brother. I appreciate it, Mike. I'm pretty stoked myself. I was over at the unit today at the office, just putting in some tables and built a shelf. Thanks to my buddy for helping me out because I'm horrible at putting things together. I'm like a little girl, but we got a few things set up in there, and things are about to be rolling. Contacted the Cox Communications internet provider today, so hopefully they'll be out within the next few days and get the internet set up. I'm pretty stoked too, and you know, I'm looking forward to taking you guys on the journey with me. You know, I don't claim to be the smartest guy. I don't claim to make the most money. I don't claim to know it all. But, you know, I'm just an average guy doing my thing, you know, taking you guys along on the journey. You know, pass whatever I learn, I like to pass it along to you folks and give back. And, you know, I enjoy doing it. I have a lot of fun. And you guys help me out a lot. You guys keep me accountable. You keep me, you know, having to keep moving forward, because if I don't, I'm going to be letting a lot of people down. And, you know, I really would hate to do that. But I love giving back to the community like you folks have given back to me. It's just a lot of fun. Miss Cool Finds, Steve, love these types of videos a lot. Thank you. Cool Finds, Miss Cool Finds, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Ken Laundry, it's hard to pick the BBQ here as I train most of the staff. Justin Starcher, what's up? What's going on, man? I was just shouting you out. You and the Golden Finger Picker for the Pickers Church. Really had a good time watching that. And I was just talking to you, Justin, a little while ago. He just found a awesome Territory Ahead shirt, and I think he's going to be having a live hangout tonight or a video. So definitely check out Justin Starcher. He's in the comments. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's been rocking and rolling. All right. All right, let's get back into the items which have sold, and I'll make sure to stop in the comment section at least one or two more times. But let's get done with this items and learn some information here. Next item that sold is the brand John Varvatos, and this is an excellent brand. I actually just recently sold a pair of dress pants, John Varvatos dress pants, and I almost got a return on them because I said they were pleated. But I guess they weren't, and they were flat front, so I must have rushed through it and didn't take down the proper notes. But the buyer said, just give me a $5 refund, and I'll keep them, so I did that. But John Varvatos is an excellent brand. I'm not sure if I've ever sold a John Varvatos blazer or sport coat, but I've sold plenty of button front shirts. I've sold sweaters, other items within the brand. But John Varvatos, excellent brand. This sold for $249.99. One bid. I mean, just an amazing return right there. I'm not sure, you know, if this person's a reseller, the seller's the new beat, but I'm sure they are. They've got over 5,000 feedback, but I can guarantee you that they found this for 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 bucks in the thrift store. Who knows? Maybe they had it in an auction or they bought it themselves, but still, $249. I mean, what other types of items within the clothing niche are you going to sell for that type of return? I mean, yeah, of course you could find a Keaton shirt or a Laurel Piani shirt, or you could find a super rare Ralph Lauren shirt, something vintage like that. But I tell you, it's going to be a lot easier to find an item like this and sell it for that type of price point versus, you know, some of the other items that I've just mentioned. But let's go through some of the pictures. I can't tell what it almost looks tweed, but I don't think it is. It's not tweed. What is this? Let's take a look. See what the material is. Maybe it's cashmere or wool. Let's see. I am not sure. Okay, it's a wool blend, so it's blended with a few other materials. Let's see if it says it right here. I can't see that, but based on the title, it looks like it sold for $14.98 MSRP. Not sure how accurate that is, but definitely a higher end brand. 38 regular, so it is on the smaller side, but still brought in an excellent return. Definitely keep your eye out for the brand John Varvatos. Could bring you in some terrific money, and as you see on the screen, it sold for $249.99. Last item that I'm going to talk about, and this actually looks like it's a suit, but it was listed under the blazer and sport coat section. So regardless if it's a suit or just a sport coat included in the listing, the brand is Express, and it sold for $60. And I'm not sure what's going on in this picture. Plaid producer suit jacket. I'm not sure what that means. Let's take a look at some of the pictures. I mean, this is kind of sketchy. He's got the stock picture in there, which, you know, isn't bad, but I don't know. I wouldn't do something like that. That's definitely a really nice design. So maybe it is just the suit jacket, but this is a little misleading because in the stock photo, it's the suit. And then you have this sideways picture that's just the suit jacket. And then you have another sideways picture. It looks, are those pants? Wow, that's not even the same color. Yeah, so it's not the greatest listing. I'm not sure what's going on here. It is listed under the Blazers and Sport Coat section, so I don't know what it is, if it's a suit or just a jacket, but 60 bucks. Express definitely does sell. Take a look at some of the sold listings. You could definitely get some good money for this brand in terms of Blazers, sports coats, and suits. But those were the items that we went over. Just to give you a quick recap, if you're just tuning in, we went over 8 Blazers and sport coats that sold. To go buy them real quick, the first brand was a brand called Bogi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Definitely a high-end brand that sold for $59.99. And that was a sport jacket. The second item that sold was a gorgeous 3-button style Hugo Boss sport coat. It says khaki. I don't think it was khaki. It is a wool cashmere blend, size 44 regular, $59.99 again plus shipping. Next item that sold, the third one, was an item that a lot of people, like I said, probably pass up and would not buy. But again, if you've got this knowledge and this know-how to sell these types of items, you'll definitely pick this up. This was the brand Bauer, 50 long, so definitely big and tall, 2-button style, excellent condition, 65 buckaroos. Fourth item that sold is a terrific brand, Orvis, 2-button style, gold button, navy blue blazer, $49.99. Next item that sold is a brand I'm not even going to try to pronounce again because you guys know I cannot pronounce brands. But something Napoli, 100% cashmere, 379 bucks. The next one that sold was a Henry Poole sport coat, 2-button style for $149.99. The next item that sold was a John Varvatos. Not sure what it was. It's a sport jacket. I think it was a wool cashmere, $249.99. And the last item that we just went over was an Express sport jacket or suit, whatever it was. It went for 60 bucks. So hopefully you guys learned some new brands, price point, styles, items that you could be out on a hunt for. And when you find them, you could pick them up and buy them and sell them and make some money, because that's really what it's all about. It's a lot of fun doing this. And, you know, this might be a hobby for you or a part-time gig, or maybe it's full-time. But at the end of the day, you know, as much as it is fun, it is you know, a business. You could make a business out of it and definitely make a living off of it, depending on the bills and the commitments that you have. But I mean, even then, if you don't want to go full time and you have your, you know, a full-time corporate gig, selling clothes is a great way to make money. And like I said earlier, the more and more you do this, the more and more you're going to want to focus on your price points. You're going to want to raise that bottom line up. You're going to want to start selling those items that could sell for $30, $40, $50, $60, $100, $200 or plus, because it's really all going to come down to what's worth your time. Because, you know, if you're listing 30 or 40 items a day and your average sale is 10 or 15 bucks and you're paying $4 or $5 an item, I mean, is it really worth your time? Whereas maybe you list up 5 or 10 items, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, but your average sale is 40 or 50 bucks. Now that's worth your time. So that's why I love selling blazers, sports coats, and suits. That's why I've been getting into it a lot more. Just sold 2 today. I sold a Brooks Brothers sport coat. It was a 3-button style, and the 3-button styles aren't really in as popular as the 2-button styles. And this one was kind of sitting for a while. I took a best offer of 30 bucks, but I was only in it for a few dollars, so I definitely made some money. But usually Brooks Brothers could bring in some better money. And I also sold a what was the brand? Joseph and Feiss, if that's how you pronounce it. It was a I think it was a 52 regular, which is a big and tall size. It was 100% camel hair, I can't talk, and that sold for, I think, 50 something. So, you know, I've been selling these items. It's a great way to make some money, and like I said, you don't have to concentrate on these types of items full time, but it's definitely a really good idea to learn about them, put them in your arsenal, and raise your bottom line. So if you guys are interested in learning more about this, selling these types of items, definitely check out my latest program. It's called Blazing Profits, the ultimate guide to making money selling blazers, sports coats, and suits. And just to recap it really quickly, it's more than just a book. It's actually a 274-page book. There's 14 bonus training videos that show you firsthand how to do these things, and you know, how to start making money from these types of items. And the videos are really awesome. People have, you know, complimented me left and right, saying thanks for the videos. It really helped. You know, because some people learn better with reading, and some people learn better with you know, watching videos and audio. So the bonus videos are definitely very helpful. The program also includes a cheat sheet of 99 brands to buy and sell, which is a PDF file. And that goes that's the same with the 274-page book. So that means you can upload that PDF file right to your phone and bring it to you when you're at the thrift store, which is really helpful. There's bonus templates, thank you letter, and there's also a what else is it? Actually, you want to know what? I'm not even going to tell you the second one. I'm going to keep that a surprise, but you're definitely going to like it. 4 bonus interviews with eBay clothing experts. And these videos, these bonus videos are 30 minutes each. Some might be a little longer. And like I said, they're with, experts, people who have been selling clothes for a while. And I'll tell you right now, one of the best things you could do if you want to start making more money in your business is to model success. See people out there that are making money. I mean, maybe you're already making $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month or more, and maybe I'm not the guy to help you out. Maybe you have to start looking at other people like Dallas Moore or Hart's Motor Company. He's been doing really well, and learn from them. But maybe you're only making $500 or $1,000 a month, and you want to get to the next level. You want to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month. There's definitely a lot of good tips that I could offer you. And just information that's worked for me. And like I said before, I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not making the most money. I don't know it all, but I definitely have a lot of information that could help you out. So if you're looking to make money with Blazer sports coats and suits, this is definitely a program, a digital program that could be sent right to you and that could fast track you to success. And we're in the information age, guys. There's a lot of information out there. You could find all this information on your own. You could spend, weeks and months learning it all and figuring it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I did. But this program's here to fast track your success, put all the information in one spot to really get you moving quickly and, to take advantage of this opportunity right now. Because like I said, there's a lot of these types of items, Blazer sports coats and suits at thrift stores, just waiting to be, bought and sold. A lot of people don't know about these items. There's not a lot of competition, and the price points are high. So there's a great opportunity now. Definitely check out the program. I'll leave a link in the description. Or you can just go to Google and type in Blazing Profits Gumroad. And Gumroad is the actual platform that this is sold on, Gumroad. Blazing Profits Gumroad. Type that into Google. It'll come up. But, yeah, I really had fun today going through these items and, talking about what's selling. It's really important. And it not only helps you to obviously learn more, but it helps me to reinforce these brands, these styles, these price points. It helps me to really make more money. So that's why, I love doing these videos. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Also gives me a chance to be able to talk about the Blazing Profits program, which, I'm really proud of. And it took me a long time to create this program. Trust me, this isn't a program that you can bang out in 2 or 3 weeks or a month. I mean, there's a lot of information in there. So definitely check that out. But I'm going to go into the comment section real quick and under YouTube and shout some people out. And then I'm going to be heading out of here in a minute. See if there's any questions. Lavana, I can't pronounce that. Sorry about that. The jacket pictures look great when they're taken using a basic white shirt and tie. It really completes the look. Very professional. Absolutely. I definitely suggest not only using a mannequin, but prepping the mannequin with a dress shirt with a, just a normal tie or a bow tie, something that's colorful and sticks out. It definitely helps the item to pop out at the screen and, helps you to separate yourself from the competition, which is very important. Ken Laundry, laugh out loud. Value Village, damn autocorrect. Yeah, I was wondering what you were saying before. All right, so it looks like that's pretty much it right now for the comment section. If you guys do have any more questions or you want to get a hold of me, you could always check me out on Facebook at Rake and Profit. I try to get to all the questions I can, but there's just so many questions coming in on Facebook, not only in my inbox and on my wall, but through YouTube and email. So I try to get to them, as quick as possible, but sometimes it's really hard for me to get to them all. It takes so much time, but I really try, and I'm going to try to spend some more time answering questions and helping folks out because I really do enjoy it, and I feel like I can help a lot of people. So again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys have any questions, again, Facebook, Rake and Profit. If you want to learn more about Blazer sports coats and suits, definitely check out the Blazing Profits program. You could go over, like I said, you could type in Blazing Profits Gumroad in Google and you can find it, or you could go to any of my YouTube videos or you know, check in the comment section. There's links to these, you know, not only the 101 Killer Clothing Brands, which was my first book, but the Blazing Profits training program as well. You can check it out. I've got a whole bunch of descriptions in there in terms of what you can learn and, you know, the type of stuff that you will receive if you purchase it. So, yeah, definitely check that out. But, again, hopefully everyone has a great night. Keep on picking and making up money, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.